To be perfectly honest, I never really liked Kristen Stewart. There are always way too many dramas following her. I also feel like she sometimes uses her partners to get fame. What else could be the reason for her to start talking to Robert Pattinson in her recent interview after all these years? Stay with me to find out what she said about her relationship with Robert and why I feel like she's using them all. Before we get to anything, let's go back a little bit to the first time they met. It was in 2007 when Kristen caught the attention of Robert in the movie Into the Wild, and only because of that, he went to audition for Twilight. I mean, I don't blame him. Even though I don't like her, Kristen is actually attractive. Robert didn't even know there were books for this movie. All he knew was that he had a crush on Kristen, and things actually worked as he ended up in the top 4 after the chemistry test. The new Bella chose him for the role. Being the hopeless romantic that Robert is, he decided that he was gonna go and propose to Kristen almost right away. But later, he said that this used to be kinda his thing. Like, he would just start conversations like this. He would just go up to someone and say he loved them or ask them to marry him, which always worked. That's actually a smart move. Kudos to you, bro. And what is a better place to confess your love for your co-star and make everything public than next to Oprah? So in 2010, the two confirmed their relationship on Oprah's show. From then on, the whole existence of the Twilight series depended on these two, so it was only natural for the producers to be scared of thinking about all the possible things that could go wrong. And of course, they fell out, but it didn't affect the show. Kristen was caught making out with Rupert Sanders, her Snow White and the Huntsman's director. Later, in the New York Times interview, she confessed that the people wanted Robert and her to get together so badly that their relationship was made into a product and it was no longer real, which was gross to her. After the split, people started blaming it all on Stewart. But to Kristen, the whole Twilight blow-up was not traumatic. Girl, you can say all you want, but I don't remember you being so happy about it back then either. Chill. It is fine to be hurt and sad. You were the one who cheated after all. According to some of the rumors, Kristen threw Robert a birthday party, but he never showed up, which led to a huge fight. They were arguing about all sorts of things like cheating scandals and how selfish and moody she always is and all of that. So yeah, apparently it all finished and they ended up not being together at all, or that is at least what they said. But every now and then, they were asked about the relationship they had and what exactly happened that they had to break up. You know, all the type of questions that come up when you date in Hollywood. So, the same set of questions came up in Stewart's recent Bazaar interview, and of course, she started talking about Robert again. Kristen described how she and Robert would sit in press conferences being traumatized and not wanting to really talk about their relationship. And she mentioned this reason for it, that I don't find out the connection. She said that they had no example that they could learn from. I guess this has something to do with their family problems, like they weren't good examples, or were they so caught up in the fame and being an entertaining couple that they had no idea if the love was real or not? This woman never makes any sense to me. Rob and Kristen had a lot of things taken away from them, but still, they were trying to keep control of what they had. That is the reason why they did not confirm their relationship up until the very last minute. In the same interview, she also went on to talk about how right now, she no longer cares about what people say about her or her relationship. Not only that, she doesn't even care about the possible impact her choice of a partner can have on her career. Like in the past, she was told not to hold hands with her girlfriend so that she could possibly get a Marvel movie, but she is so over all of this. Let me just make one thing straight right here. These celebrities become this carefree when they have all the money in the world. Basically, they don't really care that much about the roles they are getting anymore. With Twilight under her belt and having a script supervisor as her mom and a stage manager as her dad, plus Robert Pattinson always there to talk about interviews and earn money from, she won't ever have any problems with the money part. It is people like us that we need to think about every single thing we do twice or even 3 times before actually making a decision. Sorry you guys, it just pisses me off how she is using Robert. Enough with me though, I want to hear your ideas now. Do you think that Kristen Stewart is using Robert Pattinson even after their breakup just to stay relevant? Let's talk about it in the comments, and remember to become part of our Curious Sips family by subscribing to our channel. Until next time.